Good morning, guys. Welcome back to another beautiful day on the markets, another day in paradise. It is Wednesday, hump day, 7:07 a.m. Eastern time. All right, checking my audio, check. All right, we're good to go. Hope you're all having a lovely morning. Werner, welcome. Happy to have you here. Desire, good morning, my friend. I'm glad to see you. Your internet's working again. Really excited for today. Some good plays, I think, that are setting up. Yesterday should have been a fantastic day. But yeah, how's the Dixie? I'm busy with the long on USD SGD. Wonder if I should hold or take a loss. What is SGD? Let's see. I gotta know. Singapore dollar. Interesting. Okay, wow. Well, let's take a look at the Dixie because guess what? You're in luck. Dixie is the first thing that I go over in my morning analysis. First things first. News today. Yeah, we have really nothing. I mean, if you're trading in Canada, the Canadian dollar, you have rates at 10 a.m. Eastern. At 10:30 a.m. Eastern, we have crude oil inventories. AUD bank holiday today, so if you're trading the Australian dollar, watch out for low volume on that. And of course, the damn Chinese are still on their damn spring festival, so missing out. Anyways, let's take a look at the Dixie. See what we got going on here. It's just, dude, I'm on oil right now. I was like, that doesn't look like the Dixie. Yeah, the last 2 weeks, just ranging here. If you're long the Dixie, then I think that you're okay. And here's why. Here's what I was looking at for the Dixie. This entire run that we've had right here, we're sitting at the 50% retracement. Sitting right at the 50% retracement here. Not only that, but, you know, this is an area that we found some support here back in May. Some resistance, so, you know, some more levels, some resistance back in 2002. So you're at a very, very good level for the dollar longs. So there's two things I'm looking at. One thing is the only concern I have is you have this trend line here of these lows back from the beginning of this bullish run that we're now sitting underneath on the backside, potentially to push down. Now, we're clearly sitting at this very strong monthly support level. So that's, you know, that's I think why we're kind of just stuck in this range here, because it just doesn't really know where it wants to go. You have this resistance here, but the strong support here, so it's stuck. However, there's a lot of accumulation going on in here, and people are getting antsy. And you've seen such a strong gold. It's absolutely mammoth of a steamroller. And so, you know, you've seen people kind of flock towards gold. But now that we're seeing gold potentially peak, I think the dollar could maybe get going soon. I mean, it's obviously stuck in this nasty range. But I like the buys where the dollar's at more than I like the sells. So personally, if I were trading an hour long USD SGD, the Singapore dollar, then I would be okay with holding that position. Now, if the Dixie starts giving up these levels here, then it's another story. But where we're sitting at right now and what we're looking like, I think that you're okay. Dixie's traded in range. I wanted to break this consolidation area. Yeah, Desire, you and me both. It's really kind of put a damper on some things in the market, especially if you're trading pound USD. It's not been good. But moving on from the Dixie, what's going on over in equity land? Well, equities are pushing down overnight. Finally seeing what I wanted to see. It just took a couple of days to play out. Looking at the daily on the NASDAQ, we are rejecting this supply zone here projection over in December, we have the 200 SMA sitting right above current price. And we're seeing this nasty just daily fall off. Look, we had no upper wick. I mean, maybe like a tiny one, but no upper wick and just dumps. So sellers are now coming into play here. So I will definitely be looking at sells, because if you look at the 4-hour, massive selling, found some resistance here and sold off again. And so now what I'd like to see for the NASDAQ is a retracement up towards 11,740, right around VWAP, creating yet another lower high, and then first start rolling back over down towards 11,580, this consolidation area here. And then if we have enough momentum in us for the day, you know, I don't think we clear the whole move, but, you know, you have very clean range coming down here. So NASDAQ has very clean sells today. Tried sells yesterday, didn't work, but I think today I was one day early, because I think today is going to work out pretty well. So I would be looking for sells. Let's add an alert so I don't miss it. But keep in mind that, you know, all of these plays, we've seen later development in plays lately, where around like nicey opens when we start getting the trades. So the stream might be a little light on trades today if it's been the way it has been, but the analysis will remain intact. It just won't play out until later. So that is really my only trade that I'd like to see on the NASDAQ. As far as longs, do I want to see longs? No. If I were to look for longs, yeah, I mean, I don't even want to. My only idea for NASDAQ, honestly, today is sells. It's just I don't like the longs unless we get above, you know, this 11,800 or this 11,780 zone. We get above this area, we have clean traffic pushing up, then yeah, maybe we start pushing back up to the upper end of the zone here. But until the NASDAQ can break above this area here, then I'm just going to maintain my selling bias, and that's it. So we'll see. Moving on to commodities. The gold. I am so happy to see what we're seeing. I was worried last night, given that we had this 4-hour. I was like, I'm a little worried. It seems like we might be having some buying come in. We had the steep retracement, closed above, bullish engulfing. I was like, I'm a little worried we might continue higher, because I do not want to see that. And lo and behold, it said, nope, don't worry, Tyler. We are not going higher. And I think gold's good for a sell-off finally. I've been waiting. And this is a massive run here. You're starting to see slow down, right? Because you used to see this high. It's marching up. But now what you're seeing is you have your high here, your high here, your high, right? And so the highs are like stuck here at this weekly point of control and this weekly resistance. So finally, buyers might be giving up, and I think sellers are starting to step in. And so what I notice here is yesterday's high, overnight session, lower highs. We're now starting to change market character here, and it seems like we might start pushing down. Now, what I'd like to see is a break through this low here, because then if you look at the recent price action where we have these big wicks, we're now back at it, right? And we're just kind of getting tighter and tighter against this area here, as you can see. So looking at lower time frames, what I would like to see for gold, my concern is that it opens way up here, right? And we're already down here. And so, you know, we're already pushing 130 pips. And, you know, clearly the clean sells would be something like, okay, break this low here, break this trend line, retest, and then we dump. But, you know, am I looking for too much today? Maybe, maybe not. The thing is like the sellers have been trying to step in this area here, but the buyers weren't giving up. But I believe that once the buyers finally give up in this area for gold, that the selling pressure comes in stronger and we see a nice sell-off. So I don't think I'm asking for too much. But if you take a look at price action, you know, we had this break, retest, right? We had this break, retest. And so I don't really want to sell if we start pushing up here to maybe retest VWAP, because then like we're back above this retest point and this low, and it's like I don't really know what our range would be if we sold here. I'd be selling here, looking for then, okay, we have support here, right? So the clean play for me today for gold, and it might just need a day to set up, and I might not have a trade for it today. But the cleaner trade that I'm definitely going to wait for today for gold is going to be a break of this trend line, break of these lows, retest, find resistance here, and then I'm going to sell. This is the only trade I take for gold today because it's otherwise we're getting too tight in here. There's not much of a range to sell. Once this plays out, it's gone, and we'll catch a nice move out of it towards 1900. And I believe that we can get that today if we can get this set up. So this is what I'm looking for gold. So we'll set an alert at the break of these lows here. And we'll just, yeah, we'll see what happens. All right. Let's take a look at oil. What's silver doing real quick? Silver actually might be a decent sell instead of gold today. Let me look at it. Silver is in a clear resistance here, right? And strong accumulation. So I'm just waiting for this thing to puke, because this thing is going to absolutely dump when it gives up. But if you look at current price action, it's starting to change again, market characteristics. We've had higher highs here, higher lows, and now equal highs, double top. Now lower highs, right? And lower lows. And so now it's just a matter of time before this thing gives up and just dumps. And so I'm looking for silver sells, and they actually might be a little cleaner today than gold. So you have your only support area sitting right at 23.25. Then you have clean traffic moving back down towards like 22.90. So silver sells are very clean. However, I'm not sure where I could get an entry on this one. We had a break and retest here. That was the ideal entry. And now, you know, break and retest here. And so I'd have to see something like this maybe, but still. Again, the clean range is right here after we break this low. So probably going to wait for silver as well. I just thought it'd be worth looking at. I'm being a little picky right now because of the market conditions, and it's still early in the year. Otherwise, I'd probably look for some 5-minute pullback for a sell and stuff, but no. Let's take a look at the liquid gold, oil, crude oil. Again, a weekly chart sitting in this area of supply that we're now seeing a potential rejection. A daily chart, again, showing that rejection on the daily here. Bearish engulfing. You have this doji bearish engulfing, and now potential continuation south. Looking at the 4-hour. Yeah, so you have a very clear, so you have your high, high, lower high, and clear level at 80.78. Look at the 1 hour. I'd like to see a little higher prices, maybe grab some liquidity through these highs here. Look for a sell, and then look for a dump back down towards like 78.25. I like the sells because we're changing market characteristics. We're breaking structure here, lower highs. I'd like to see this double bottom here push towards a lower high, find some resistance at this retest area, and then start rolling over. So my idea for oil today is going to be sells a little higher, around 81 against this resistance here. But clean sells for me today, just because, you know, I mean, you have clean traffic on the way down here, but that's because we have selling pressure coming in. And we're now changing market characteristic as far as we're creating lower highs, lower lows. I guess it would be. So, looking for sells. Looks pretty clean to me. Otherwise, if I don't get this higher price and it starts breaking these lows, then maybe I'll look for something like this and sell right here. We'll just have to see what oil has in store for us today. So I'll set an alert at the break of the lows as well. Set an alert at break of highs. And we'll go from there. So far today, NASDAQ and oil have the cleanest charts. But I haven't looked at my baby yet. Pound yen. So clearly in this consolidation range, pretty a large range though, so an easy range to trade. Bearish engulfing at this resistance, upper wick, and you're now seeing this nice sell-off here. Again, this one's changing market characteristics as well. We're now starting to roll over, create this lower high, a little bit of a head and shoulders here, neckline. And so let's see on the lower time frames if we can find something to trade off of. Yeah, so I love the shorts for pound yen. Creating clear lower highs here. William, good morning, my friends. Good to see you here. Welcome back. Pound yen, I'm looking for sells on any type of retest, whether it's going to be a retest of these lows or a retest of VWAP slash this traffic area, clean traffic area here, and we're creating like a lower high against the trend line. I'll probably just look for something like this. And I'd like to see another retest, a third retest of the trend line, and then we'll kind of dump from there. That'll give us around a 60 to 70% retracement. Perfect. So let's just set an alert. Let's add an alert at the retest of the lows here. And then we'll also add an alert at the retest of VWAP area. Just to, hey, grab my attention at the lows, but then, hey, this is my entry point here. And then we could have a very clean sell-off. I actually talked about this in my Discord last night. I said, look for very clean sell-off overnight in pound yen because it's starting to change market characteristics. After I noticed that you had this low here, broke the low, you're starting to see some selling pressure come in, retest, and then dump. And that's exactly what I was looking for. So very clean price action. Pound USD. Take a look at it if you desire. I just want to make sure you're there because I'm going to go over my top-down analysis on pound USD, and hopefully that'll just, you know, give you some reps and some repetition here for you. So let me know if you're here so I don't want to go over pound USD without you there. So I'm going to wait till I see that you're here, and then I'll go over pound USD. Awesome. All right, let's go over it. Remove all drawings. So clearly we were at this double top resistance for pound USD. Also, something important to note is, remember how I said you got to make sure you find where the important wick area, you know, the wick rejections are. And so if you kind of draw over this area here, you can see current price from yesterday. That's where it bottomed out at, and that's where some buyers came in. That's where the low of today is, and we're starting to get a little bit absorbed. The buyers are getting absorbed from there. So you have kind of a sandwich here, right? You have these highs, and then you have this area of rejection. So this area of rejection, you definitely want to note, but don't play too much weight into that, because you have price that's clearly just went right through it recently. So it's not a huge recent area of support or resistance because you have price going right through it, but it's something that you should at least keep in mind. Same thing with pound USD as pound yen. You're starting to see a change in market characteristics. You have these now lower highs. You have this neckline here that we just retested. 1 hour, creating these lower highs. Very, very choppy range overnight. So not too clean. What I'd like to see here for pound USD is a break through these highs, create a lower high, and then look for then a sell-off back down towards the lows. So this would be my sell idea for pound USD, because we are now finding some type of support here after we had this strong liquidity grab. So it's something I want to show, that I've been showing you, Desire, is you have these lows, strong bearish move down, and bullish engulfing back up. So this was a nice grab of liquidity. We came back down to retest that area here, and so we're probably going to push up a little bit. Then I look for sells back at this lower high point after we had retested some of this move here. So that looks like a very clean trade to me. We'll see what it has for us. So that would be my pound USD trade idea. Round to 3-1. So for gold, maybe if we get a squeeze through these highs and VWAP starts coming down, retest the VWAP, I can take a sell here, looking for a continuation down back towards these lows. Stop back above these highs here. An idea that I'll entertain if it happens. So let's add an alert. That's what you were looking for on gold as well? Oh, okay. Nice. Yeah, well, makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. I like that. Desire, try to trade the range between 1, 2, 3, 1, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Why, Desire? Why? You deserve to be stopped out. Why would you try to trade this range here, dude? Look at that range and tell me how that makes any sense to try to trade that range. Doesn't make any sense. What kind of edge? What kind of edge do you think you have? See, here's the thing, dude. You got to be smart as a trader, right? And know when to trade and when not to trade. And if you see a range like this that is just choppy and you have no edge in, you got to stay away. There's no reason you should be trading this range here. Let me guess, you probably got called on the 5-minute again. If you look at the 30-minute, the 30-minute has no range to trade. So, I don't know. Look at the 1 hour, dude. Look at the 1 hour here. Look at all of these bottom wicks and look at all of these upper wicks. There's no trade in here. Come on, man, be smart. You got to be smart about it, you know? Wait for a break and retest, and then it can clear this run here for buys or whatever, whatever you were looking for. But this range is not it. So we can talk about that at the trade review later, because I don't like that. I'm not happy about that trade. Oh, man. Yeah, Pablo, I was looking at your, if you're still there, I was looking at your oil trade. And I like the idea. The only reason that I wasn't considering it is because all the trades have been playing out later in the day, at like 8:30, 9 o'clock. And so I figured, well, oil's probably just still going to chop around here for a little bit before it then, does what I'm looking for. But I don't know. We'll see. That was the only reason that I wasn't like considering it, because I was initially thinking, yeah, maybe I can grab some longs here to then, push up into my sell zone and sell it back down. But the only reason I didn't was because the market right now just has been playing out late. And I don't know. But this is what I was looking at. Yeah, exactly. I don't want to sit in a range for 2 hours. Oh my god, that's so funny, dude. We've been experiencing that way too many times the last week or two, which is why I opted out on it. Because it's just we'll sit in this range and watch paint dry, and then it goes around 9:30. So I was like, it's too stressful sitting in a range for 2 hours. So but are you going to look for sells later today as well if we get that for oil? I know you were looking for a similar take profit area. I didn't know if you were looking for sells or not. See if we can get this gold to pop out of here. $100%. Oh, cool. Nice. Looking at gold right now to run these highs as liquidity then drop. 100%. Yeah. 100%. That's what I'm looking for as well. Yeah, I like the. I also really like these NASDAQ sells. This NASDAQ sell idea. I think you texted me a chart on NASDAQ. I can't remember. Let me see. Oh yeah, you did. Yeah, we're looking at the same thing for NASDAQ. So I'm looking forward for those. We'd like to add as well if we break today's lows and retest could get the move we've been waiting on today. Yeah, that's what I was thinking as well. I really think that if we can break these lows here, retest, then it's going to dump because we're then breaking structure and sellers finally took control. That's what I'm looking for as well. I would love that. Oh yeah, 1912, 100%. I could definitely see that today. If we get this break here, I could definitely see 1912 and then down towards like, well, who knows where. Also, oil inventories are at 1030 today, so I'm not sure if oil really does much until then. Maybe it does, who knows? But it's sitting in this range here, and I wouldn't be surprised if it sat in this range until the report. Because oil needs something to hold on to. So, I don't know. We'll see. That's why my focus now is going to be on gold, NASDAQ, and pound yen. Yeah, I really like these NASDAQ trades. It's looking really nice. Point of control. Let's see where the point of control is for the day. Beautiful. Well, okay. So there's like a couple. So I guess the technical point of control is right here, a little higher than where I wanted to sell. But there's like another really high volume node right here. That's where I'm looking to sell, which is hopefully where VWAP is. So yeah, definitely a nice high volume node, one of the point of controls. Yeah, I like that. Where's this week's point of control? So since Monday, this week's point of control is sitting right at, yeah, so it's still up there a while. But I do like, okay. Yeah, I mean, it's been pretty flat, actually. It's actually been pretty evenly distributed, this entire range here for this week, which is really interesting. Huh. Interesting. You know, it's not often you see that. Alrighty. There's my gold sell idea for the day. I'm just posting all these in Discord, so don't mind me. That's why I'm doing all these markups and stuff for my people in Discord. Oil. Where's oil's point of control for the day? Well, I guess it doesn't really... Actually, I want to know yesterday's point of control, or I guess the last 2 days. Because today is too much of a range. So, okay, very low volume node in here, which is good, because that's where I'm looking to sell, which means that this should be a rejection on the backside here. So I really like that idea. Pop them and drop them. don't know. Maybe I don't know. Somewhere up here. Yeah. I'm gonna look for something like this, actually. Yeah, so I'm gonna look for something like this on oil. I like that better. I feel like I won't get the oil sell until after inventory numbers, though. I feel like inventory numbers will pop this thing up, and then I can look for a sell to fade it. But we'll see. I like how there's a low volume node, and I like shorting at the low volume node to where it starts peaking here. That's also going to be where this lower high is from this drop. It's also where we saw this drop here from this strong consolidation area. So this would be the best idea for me for oil. Gold starting to push up slightly, trying to break through the high here. Pound yen still hanging out. Pound USD still chilling. Alrighty. Alrighty, I'm feeling good. I tell you, this intermittent fasting has really made me feel great in the morning. Like, I'm not tired. I have more energy. I even like it's just when's the last time you saw me yawn on a stream? Yeah, it's just like other than later in the day when we're trying to watch paint dry here. But no, it's just like I have just way more energy from this intermittent fasting, and it's great. I just feel lighter, feel better, feel happier. It's been the best addition I could have done. It's amazing. Between intermittent fasting and the journaling, I just 10 out of 10 recommend. Like, I haven't needed coffee. I haven't had coffee in 4 days since I've started intermittent fasting. I mean, I'm having this tea, but it's not like, usually I would need like a strong coffee, espresso shots, yada yada. This tea doesn't have much caffeine in it, and I just feel way better. I'm not jittery. It's amazing. This is like a natural herbal tea, something, some kind of. Right. Oil's chilling. Gold's chilling. Pound yen trying to push up. NASDAQ trying to push up as well. So, like as expected, slower morning on the charts. Charts have been developing later on in the day. So, just going to kind of hang out and see what we get this morning. But you know what I'm looking for. So if we don't get one on the stream, you'll know what I'll be trading if we get something. I feel like we'll get gold on the stream, though. I feel like gold's going to push up and give us a sell opportunity on the stream. Pound yen, probably not. Oil, definitely not. NASDAQ, definitely not. So the only trade that might play out, at least entry on the stream, is gold. Definitely. So, because that would require everything the next 30 minutes to go up to my entry, and then good rates might take profit. None of them are close to any of that. So, oh man. Oh my goodness. Oh man. Not getting shit. This market, yeah, desire. This market definitely requires patience, without a doubt. It's one of those markets that it's just you're experiencing the January market in Forex. It's just, slow. Slow, slow, slow. Oh, man. Wow. Alrighty. I've been sitting here for an hour and 7 minutes, and I don't want to make everybody just sit here and watch paint dry with me. So, look, everybody, look, you know what I'm looking for. Clearly, the markets have been developing later today. So, if anybody has any questions, shoot them out, and I'll go over them. But, just waiting for gold to pop up towards this 1929 area so I can take some sells against VWAP. Probably won't happen from there at least 30 minutes to an hour. Oil ranging here, looking for sells at a little higher price, but probably going to wait until it probably won't push up until we get the oil inventory numbers at 10:30. NASDAQ looking for sells at a higher price here at 11,736, but ranging here, probably wait until towards NYSE open. And pound yen ranging again, looking for sells at a higher price here, but just kind of hanging out. Like I said, everything's developing later today, so just going to have to be a little more patient. And then come February into March is when you really start getting the moves again. And I tell you, Asian session's been killing it lately. And last year, January to March, Asian session was my biggest was the biggest market where I made most of my profits. And you can probably see why. And so yeah, I'm just keep on keep an eye out on my analysis for Asian session in Discord, because it's been doing really well. But you know what I'm looking for during New York session? Just gotta wait for it to play out. Gonna go get some work done, because staring at this market's making my head hurt. Yeah. Everybody, thanks for hopping in today. It's always a pleasure. Have a great trading morning. Have a great rest of your day. Make it an awesome day, and I'll see you tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. Eastern. Peace.